gon' go out, bad, I can't go out, no way I'm gon' go out. I just grip on her and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock, got whip with the wrist and I don't break the door out. Turn the whole top floor to her.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium, state-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Washington Commanders and the LA Chargers. Gay now ready to get this one started. And here we go from LA. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. To Hampton. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down. Trying with Hampton. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you call that play in a huddle as a quarterback, you break the huddle, and you can almost feel it right from the jump. Get that surge at the point of attack on 4th and short. They did, and then some to move those chains.
Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the pistol, it's Herbert. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it, 1st and goal. They'll run with Hampton. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal. They go to him again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Dicker connects there. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Maybe just a little disappointing with that good field position that it didn't yield a touchdown, but they moved the ball well, and you got 3 on that scoreboard.
The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Daniel's gonna throw to get us started. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's gonna get this one to the 36-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Daniels now on 1st down. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Daniels is going to throw again. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running back, motioning right. To throw again, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Great work by the coverage downfield. Buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
A couple sacks on the opening drive, you better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. It's a 3-3 game. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Play action now for Herbert. They left him wide open. It's complete. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Hampton gets it from the pistol. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Herbert now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Dicker connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Caught, nice gain left side. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
Daniels on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Play action now with Daniels. Ertz reels it in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standards they set for themselves.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Again, Daniels to the air. Hits him on the out route. For a second, we both thought he'd get the 1st, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
3rd down give to Eckler. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. Didn't do it there.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. Shotgun snap to Daniels. It's caught by McLaurin. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. In the pistol formation here first as they come to the line. On the counter, it's Hampton. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. this run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Again, it's Hampton. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Herbert from the gun. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Takes it in at the 26. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Daniels back to throw. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
4th down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down. Comes up empty on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. But Not against this defense. Not on that one.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. Dumps this one off to Ekeler. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. To the air again. Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. From the red zone now. Flush down out to his left. He's keeping it. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. And they will score! Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders take a lead on the final play of the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25. The Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Ekeler. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Now Daniels off the play action, buying some time left. Oh, shouldn't let that one go, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Chargers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
First and 10. Here's Hampton. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Catch is made in close. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal. Hampton will take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt getting it for the first time. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Benjamin St-Juste getting the stop against the team who drafted him.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They run. It's Krosky-Merritt. Up the sideline, past the 45. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. They strike for 23 yards. And the Commanders will have a first. Here's Krosky-Merritt. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Out of the gun, Daniels. He finds Eckler out of the backfield. They get 13 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Washington first.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
On first down, here's Eckler. And he picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Here's second and 5. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4. Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. Trying to pick this up with Eckler. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Run now with Kroski Merritt. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Here's another for him. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 3rd quarter lead. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell, stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. He finds Johnston. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Working quickly here. Free play here. Let's see what he does. That one's complete. Amarion Hampton. And he's out of bounds as there's a flag down. This one should be on the defender who jumped early. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Back to Hampton. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. That one connects. It's an LA touchdown. The Chargers take a fourth-quarter lead.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet, they just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action of the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers push their lead to 3. Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Eckler. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. A run, it's Krosky Merritt. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's Krosky Merritt on the carry. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
That's now the 3rd time that he's been hauled down in this game, and that one was a biggie. Something's got to get figured out. Either the protection's got to be shored up, or the QB's got to get rid of the ball. You cannot take those kind of negative sacks.
The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. Here's Daniels. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Desperation time here. Escapes the pocket. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Running it with Hampton. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here's 2nd and 11. Going with a screen to Hampton. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He puts some juice on a deep throw. They connect on the deep shot. At the 20. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders come through to tie it in the 4th. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders take the lead on that successful kick. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Caught by the open man. Into the red zone. And he's out of bounds at the opposing 15-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he finds him 6 yards on that first down run. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
It's Hampton on second. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Third and a lone yard coming up. Trying the left side. Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
It's results like that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Kicked well, and this is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. On first down, they'll run. A lot of grass ahead. Oh, he drops a cut to the right. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders jump in front now by 5. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. gonna throw it. Drops this one off to Hampton. He'll have the first down and even more. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Here he is to throw. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
First and 10 now from the 30. Setting up to pass. Couldn't get the screen set up properly, Brock. Pass incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on second down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
There's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. After the false start, some serious work to do, Brock. 2nd and 15. To throw. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Now to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down. Throwing now. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. The extra point wouldn't do much for him, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game. Now Herbert again. And it falls incomplete. Can't make that pass work, so as a result, they will not be able to push their new lead to a field goal. The Chargers just about ready. There they go, sending it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action now with Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10. Play fake here. Daniels. Trying to push it deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he manages to get out with the first. 25 seconds to go. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And he gets out of bounds, gets him the 1st down as well, and move them into field goal range.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Now Daniels off the play action. Rolling out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And he had to dive just to make it back to the line. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Matt Gay now in a high-pressure spot. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. On now is Matt Gay to try this Commanders field goal. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
That kick was a heck of a distance, but with the adrenaline that you know he had flowing through him in that moment, it helped give him all the drive he needed to send the game winner through.
On the return, here comes Davis. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. To score this as a win for the Commanders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.